Looks like a Hypergate. This is Star Wars Paladin with the 5 o'clock evening news. It's Hypergate time. I'm playing on Extremis with Cherry Bomb, Andreas, and Junior Monk. We'd thought about that a couple times, getting everybody into Mumble, but I think what would happen is you'd hear me talking to them, and you'd hear me talking to you. Got stupid Disturbed stuck in my head now. Yeah, we were talking about, like, if I could play music for you guys while I play. I really wish I could. Um, there's a lot of problems with music, even if you pretend like that. I'm not just gonna get immediately banned as soon as I start playing music. You can play music on if I'm doing, what the hell is that called? Twitch. I refuse to use Twitch anymore unless somebody's gonna moderate it for me. But the thing, so let's pretend there's like no copyright infringement things on YouTube, and I can just put whatever music I want. Two things are gonna happen. Number one, a ton of you are gonna hate the music that I'm listening to, and number two, some of you will like the music I listen to. And I don't want my videos to be about what music I play, but that's what always happens. One of the other YouTube channels I watch, James Yeager, does tactical response.
Oh, you're one of those guys. You think you need a gun? Bah, 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 bah.
Tactical response. He gets chewed out all the time. Every time he has even a couple seconds of music in his video, and he plays. He has industrial music playing, and I love industrial music. You know, Stabbing Westward, 9 Inch Nails. Been listening to industrial Gravity Kills. I've been listening to industrial music ever since I was a kid. I think that was the first music that I could ever say, like, I like this genre of music, and I can stand behind it and say that I like it. People freaking hate industrial. I don't know why, or maybe they just like to say that they hate industrial music. And yeah, he played, I mean, they're his damn videos. He can play whatever the hell he wants. But he played just a couple seconds of industrial while he was doing a little montage. Oh my gosh, people just yelled and screamed and bitched, and that music sucks. Why would you say that to somebody? Why would you? What kind of person are you if you would tell somebody that their favorite music sucked? What the hell gives you the right to say that? It's friggin' stupid entitlement generation. It's always saying bullcrap like that. Your music sucks. No, I'll tell you what, little kids, your music sucks. Okay, our music's awesome. Of course, that's what everybody says. There's a whole South Park episode about it. Of course there is, because there's a South Park episode about damn near everything except for Star Wars, which is weird. Never understood that. Anyway, been plenty of Mad TV episodes about it, though, I think. Lost my train of thought. There's a lot of mobs here in the middle, and I am not doing a good job. This is your salvation. I like, so I like industrial. Everybody else in the 90s was listening to grunge, and a couple of my friends were listening to heavier metal, like Pantera and Metallica. Hey, that was heavy metal back then, okay? I'm sorry, all of you that are like,
What about Judas Priest? What about
Def Leppard or Steppenwolf or all the bands in between. I just listed like 20 or 30 years worth of bands in a couple seconds. Every century redefines what they think the metal is, or the rock. Although I hate that word. Oh, it's rock. It's rock and roll. I'm sorry. I know I'm gonna piss a bunch of people off this episode. I hate Kiss. I think Kiss really sucks. If you like Kiss, I'm sorry. That's fine that you like it. I just think it really sucks. But you're like, well, what do you think about Def Leppard? Well, I love Def Leppard. Def Leppard's awesome, but I don't think they're metal. I think they're rock. Like, what about Van Halen? Oh, I love Van Halen, but they're not metal. They're rock. And it's like, well, what makes metal? Well, you need to have a rhythm guitar. You need to have, a lead guitar. Double bass pedals help a lot. And you have to have a very, very, very specific voice and sound. And then you can say your some subgenre of metal. Damn, they're all set up here like a bunch of freaking cheerleaders. Look at that. Come here, snowflake. Anyway, so while everybody else was listening to everything and telling everybody else that their stuff sucked, I was listening to Gravity Kills, which is an amazing, amazing band that you've probably never heard of. Sing this song called Guilty. Anyway, it doesn't matter. The point is, was Nirvana okay? Yeah. Goo Goo Dolls? Yeah, but it was all lighter alternative-y stuff. Even country music had a really big push back then. Had somewhat of a resurgence in the 90s. Whoops. Oh, I got creamed. I was listening to industrial. I was listening to Nine Inch Nails. I was listening to Stepping Westward, and I was listening to Gravity Kills, and they're really, really great bands. So everyone bashed on James Yeager for playing industrial. That was like one of my favorites. And so things like that would happen. Wow, that was a what? What? What the hell was that? I hit my force choke and it just kind of sat there and didn't do anything. And then he kind of just sat there and didn't do anything. And then he ran away. And all of a sudden I'm like flash bombed or something. Kind of garbage was that? That's the kind of stuff. See, I just force choked him again and nothing happened. That's the kind of thing I'm talking about with in regards to latency. Like the server doesn't know what to do, so it kind of sits there and it's like, well, which move should I do? I don't know which move I should do. I don't know. Let's do this one first. And so all of a sudden, my force choke decides not to go off 30 seconds later. I'm taking all you bastards with me. I'm sorry, they're not bastards. I don't know them. Crap, I don't have enough. Look, I survived the explosion. I survived the damn explosion. That was crazy. Oh, force barrier, fine. Fine, fine, fine. I'm still not getting my force choke back fast enough. There we go. Oh, come on. Oh, you're just gonna run around in circles because you're a friggin' idiot. Killed my ass anyway. And so that was kind of my first. I mean, yeah, I listened to some R&B in the early 90s because that's what everybody listened to in our area. The whole West Coast rap insurgency. Listened to all that. But it just wasn't my thing. And not only that, it died out really fast. I mean, if West Coast rap had kept going, I probably would still be listening to it, but it really didn't. It kind of grew up. They grew up, or they died. It's very sad. So, alternative, I didn't like it. It was too easygoing. That wasn't the mood I was in. You know, industrial was freaking awesome. It was like the blend of metal and the drums and the synth, and that's where I got into like Shadowrun, because that's what like Shadowrun was all about, you know. And then I got into the whole trance thing. I still listen to trance. The problem is that good trance is really hard to come by. You gotta either listen to di.fm or if you like listening to the same stuff over and over and over again, there's any one of those. I'm not even gonna promote any of them because I think they all freaking suck. All those internet radio stations, you know what I'm talking about. Oh, you guys keep saying we need to nab theirs, we need to nab theirs. But yeah, I get that, but anyway, don't listen to those internet radio stations. Those, I don't even know what to call them. Those sites where you put in one and it tells you the next one to listen to. That's just more just people feeding you garbage. You gotta listen to di.fm. di.fm is really, 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 really good. Digitally imported. It's the only way. It's the only way to get really, 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 really good trance. They have They have the biggest library that I know of. But even that, I don't think I can play because I know Store and Forward got in trouble for putting their podcast on their show, or putting their podcast show on what is it, Pilbo, on their iTunes. They got over half their videos pulled. Because of that very reason. You know, people claimed the songs, and even though it was a podcast that was mostly music. I think we lose. I think we lost. Yep. Let's see why we lost, everybody. Obviously, we did amazing on healing. Even these are some of the best healers that they have, and they just weren't able to keep up. They destroyed us on damage, though. We just did not have the damage, which is partially my fault. Even though I still have my gear. I still have some work on. Alright, I'm gonna shut this one off, and thank you for watching and listening to me talk about music stuff, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.